Well, hello, this is Lance. Today we're having a look at this. This is the GoVee Pixel Gaming Light, the bigger edition of the two. It comes in smaller as well. But first, let's have ourselves an unboxing. Right, let's see what's in the box. Is that the only thing I need to cut? Yes, it would seem so. Manual. Let's see what the accessories box holds for us. A stand, a whole lot of foam, another stand, some screws, and a power adapter. Alright, let's see what this is. I guess he says knowingly. It's actually got quite an aesthetic, eh? Doesn't look like there's anything for me to peel off, yeah? So it's got a little bit of cooling there. And some screen covering, which is stuck better than most screen covering. And there, a beautiful little screen. Various gamery and techie type things around it. Game, pixel light, blah blah blah. Loading. Well, there we have the unboxing. So this was one of my purchases for Amazon Prime Day this year. This is the 52 by 32 LEDs. You also get it in a 32 by 32, which is obviously a square variant. It is normal price, which is what it's back to now, 130 euros for the bigger one and 99.99. So call it 100 euros for the smaller one. When I purchased this, they were both 69.99, both of them. So obviously I'm going to choose the bigger one when they both cost the same price. Anyway, what this is basically a pixel display. Very similar to, I've got one up there from Divoom, I can't remember the name, but that also has a pixel display. That one's slightly bigger, that's a 64 by 64. And you can basically display all different pixel art. In that one's case, it's got a lot more functionality than this one. This one, you're limited to what is available to you on the GoVee app, which it's fair. It's the same as what you can do with pretty much all of their lights. Recently I reviewed just their desktop lights, and you can draw whatever colors you want and make it do whatever you want. Same sort of thing with this. It's got an AI function that you can actually say, well, make me a pixel car driving down a highway, and it'll do that for you and animate it and everything. So that's quite nice. Some of the functionality in it, you obviously, let's start off at the top here. You have some presets for things like time, weather, matches. I think they've only got NBA and NFL there, which, you know, for us in Europe is not a thing. And then it's got some stock prices and a couple of tools, which are limited to stopwatch, countdown, and alarm clock, Bitcoin prices and stock prices, and fairly uninteresting things. What I do wish they would have is like with the Divoom, you can actually set up things like how many subscribers you've got, how many people are watching your Twitch stream, and all of these types of things. So live counters of various descriptions. I wish they had that already, and I'm hoping that it eventually will arrive, but unfortunately at the moment it's not. It's got various ways of showing your weather, and various ways of showing your time. And then you can also, which I've done, okay, I'm going to go back into there. You can set up scenes. There are scenes that are downloadable and ones that you can get from GoVee themselves. And there are various, as you can see, there are quite a lot of already preset scenes. There also is a, where's it, share space, where you have scenes from people that have actually uploaded it. And there are various, many different things of higher resolution, which obviously when you put them onto the pixel screen, that's going to dumb it down to what looks like a very retro pixel show video. Okay, let me first go through the basic scenes that you got. So you've got obviously display, which is lets you select things like more functional things like clocks and timers and all that type of thing, and weather. And then you've got scenes, which they have a whole lot of preset ones here in various categories: games, funny, natural, festival, life, etc. And there's a lot, so you know, you can go through that and have a look. Music, obviously that does exactly what it says. It's going to do various things to the sound of music. So it's got its own microphone built in, and it'll pick up whatever music's playing and then bounce along to the beat or whatever the case is. Playlist, that's where you have, again, official preset playlists, or in this case I've set up my own playlist. So as you can see, one of them is busy running there at the moment, where you can just pick from various things, scenes in various categories, and make up your own playlist. I've got some clocks in there, and you'll see it's busy playing on the second screen. I've got some clocks in there and some timers and various things. And then just a whole lot of gaming related things. Finger sketch is exactly what it says, finger sketch. You can sketch with your finger and draw animations, etc. The DIY is more, you can actually select from presets, as you can see here, and then modify it with your own colors and patterns, etc. Whereas the finger sketch is exactly what it is. You can draw your own patterns or your own models or your own pictures and animate them with the finger sketch. Then you have AI, because of course AI has to be in everything these days. It is fairly okay. It'll do something for you. If you give it the right prompts, it'll make a nice animation for you on whatever topic you choose. It has different sound effects built into it already. Let me play you one there. This is just one of many. Cloud Castle is obviously a very, that company that should not be named unless you want to get sued. Very sort of reminiscent of that type of thing. As you can see, there's a lot of sound effects here. There's 8-bit, there's game, and there's life. So that's the basics of it. It's actually quite fun. As I said, I do hope that they add in some functionality to it, such as things that you can customize, like counters, and so that you can have it next to you and give it a little bit more functionality than just looking good and telling you the time and the weather. The device itself, if you have a look, is quite it's very gamery, let's put it that way. If you have a look over here, you can see at the edges, it's got this very cyberpunk sort of look about it. The other side as well. Some various sayings up and down the back. On the back of it as well, it's got this very industrial sort of look about it. It does come with a wall mount. You'll see there's the 2 holes here, there, and it comes with screws. It comes with this little stand, which is what I've been using, which basically just has a rubber grip on the bottom, and you put it on there and away you go. But it also has this. Let me just put this back here. It also has this, so It's got one screw that can mount through to the, see if we can get a close up there without it locking onto my eyes. There you go. See, it's got a screw hole there for your one and only screw for the wall. And then those two screws that I showed you over there go in and they just clip in here. And it sits quite a far away from the wall, obviously, because that's the distance between the back of the device. And bearing in mind that this device is running at an angle, you can see it's got an angle going there. So in all, it's going to sit a little bit away from the wall, but I don't think it's really that important when you've got something that looks like this. Along the top there are some controls. You have your power button, as you can see there. You've got your volume, and then you've got your, let me see, I don't want to lie to you, your scene carousel mode. So you can actually select your scenes manually if you do want to, or switch the carousel. So whatever you've got selected, it'll switch to the next scene, that type of thing. And then of course it's got a customizable shortcut, which you obviously use the software for, and then you can go and customize the shortcut to do something, whatever you feel like you want it to do. This thing does not have a battery in it. So if you are planning to have it as a standalone device, that's not going to happen. It does need its power supply. It does come with a power supply, which is good. GoVee is a good brand. They've got fairly decent software. You can go in there and set the timers. As you can see, I've set the timer to start in the morning and switch off in the early hours of the morning when I go to bed eventually. One thing I will say about this device is the screen is quite punchy. It's actually very beautiful. I almost thought it was a OLED when I actually first unboxed it and switched it on and cranked up the brightness. But it turns out it's not. But it is bright enough that for a second I actually did think, oh, well, hold on, that is quite punchy. The colors are very vibrant, and it's a lot brighter than something like the DeVoom over there. I hope you enjoyed this review of the GoVee Gaming Pixel Lite, the large variant. If you did, please like, subscribe, all those lovely YouTube things. I will, of course, leave an affiliate link down below for this device if you're interested in having a look at it, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.